by 1-800-ASK-GARY. Now, who's taking the stand?
Dude strolling to the stand with a white claw in his hand. Have a B Miller Lite Mike, a.k.a. White Claw Pawpaw.
Yes, sir. Man, I had like 30 of those this weekend. Most of them at Park and Rec.
Don't admit it. All right, so we got 3 questions that come from the room. You get 1 pass. We got 3 questions that come from the listeners. You still have that only 1 pass, and you get to boomerang one of them back. Only the ones that you answer.
Gotcha.
All right, and then there's other rules and stuff like that. All right, so I'm first. Mark.
Orlando.
Anyone who follows you on the gram sees you always talking about how entertaining it is watching Aubrey becoming a little person. Like you're always like, man, watching her learn stuff and stuff like that. So I want to know, with that being said, since you appreciate her so, now do you feel bad that you blew off Meredith's baby shower that was a celebration of this little life coming into the world? And as the double question, don't you think you owe it to her to go to her birthday party this weekend to make up for it? Since you love watching her so much, because it'd be fake if you did it.
Oh.
All right.
Blast.
So your first part, do I feel bad about missing the baby shower? Not at all.
What?
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Even though you went to somebody else's baby shower
Yeah.
down the street from where I live.
She ain't gonna never forget that part.
Yeah.
No, that part.
No, I don't feel bad because Aubrey wouldn't have known. She was like a baby. It's
I'm
not a
just
big
saying,
deal.
It would have built a bond. You know, that bond would have started right there. Now you over here cooing over her and everything, and you ain't go.
And while I'm here, don't forget that I'm the one who bought Aubrey a little jacket. No one else in here bought anything. But the baby shower we all sent gifts, but like no one else has bought anything since. So don't make me feel bad, okay? Right, Meredith? Am I right or am I right?
You gave me a gift. I would have preferred you go to my baby shower.
I gave a gift, and I think I put everybody's name on it.
You did. And it was a really, really nice, expensive gift.
He hang that jacket over your head, don't you?
That one
jacket don't even fit no more.
I think that jacket was at Target or something like that. Like, come on, dog. You didn't go to Nordstrom's.
And then the other part to your question, should I go to the birthday party? No, I didn't get an invite. So how am I going to go?
All right.
We're not inviting Mark to anything.
Yeah.
Oh,
else.
yeah. All right. I got you.
After I got
Are you guys
shaded.
going?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right.
No.
I was just wondering.
It's my first time
But
hearing about it.
First of all, that's not true.
Right. We've been hearing about this for 3 months.
Right.
All right. You next.
All right, Mark, my question is about sex. Okay. No, what I want to know is, has there ever been an instance in the bedroom where the woman, the lady, she wants to try something that you're not necessarily comfortable with?
Ooh, yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's happened.
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, like this one time this chick wanted to do something with a hand, with a finger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, nah, I just can't do that. I'm just not prepared for that.
So she asked you, or did she get close and you got nervous?
It was like kind of both. Like she was getting there, and then she's like, "Hey, can I?" And I was like, "No, no." Like
You got tense?
Yeah.
It seems like you just clutched
Yeah,
yourself
for
right
sure.
there.
She'd have lost a nail.
Yeah. So, but that, no
Really?
way. Yeah.
So that's the only thing?
I had to pass. Yeah.
Okay.
You do need some notice, though. You need to make sure you're clean.
Yeah, that's the daring thing.
You know?
That says a lot about her. Because if y'all hadn't discussed it, you hadn't prepared.
Disgusting.
She was willing to run up on whatever she ran up on. Yeah. She was pretty gangster with it. Like
On a treasure hunt.
Deep sea diving.
Yeah. That's kind of nasty. You all in the dumpster. Wow.
Ooh.
All right, Meredith, you next up.
All right, Mark.
Enjoy y'all breakfast this morning.
Yeah.
God.
In the room, who do you think has banged the most busted looking chicks? And you cannot pick yourself first.
The most busted chicks?
Busted looking chicks.
So you're saying between Buck, Davi? I mean, like, I wouldn't put myself first anyway.
Okay.
I'll tell you that right
I was
now.
worried because you try to get out of situations.
Oh, that's the
like
cop
that.
out. That's the cop out.
100%.
Yeah. All right, so between me, Davi, and Buck.
Oh.
Go in
this is
order,
tough.
boy. Go in order.
Buck, how long have you been married?
10 years.
You've been married for 10 years. So I'm going to take you out of the running.
Okay. Oh, who's it gonna be?
Who's busted more, bang more busted
Man,
shit?
here's the thing.
Me
So
or Dom?
Orlando was married at one point, but man, you work in radio for a really long time.
I did.
Why
yeah.
does the marriage mean anything?
I don't know why that man, but I'm,
Yeah.
hey, I'm
How
letting him
did the
work it
two of
out.
them?
Letting him work it out.
Well,
how does he
because
want to?
time, like, and Dobby hasn't been married yet, so like when you're married, you're losing years there. Ooh, this is really hard on me. I'm gonna go.
I'm just gonna
with,
remind you that he banged somebody at a dumpster.
It was close to the dumpster.
Believe me, that
Like, I mean, that factors in.
That-
like,
that
I
has
might
gone
be,
through
I
my
might be a
head.
big dude, but my quality has always
But
been
she
A+.
was cute though.
Whatever.
Yeah.
If she's up against the dumpster, she loses cute. I don't even think we can call you cute. Nah.
They're
I
fighting
ain't
over
never,
this
I
right
ain't
now.
even made out close to a dumpster.
Bruh, I'm sorry, Dobby, but you're gonna win this one, man. Yeah, dude, for sure.
I feel like I won something.
Yo, man, cause you DJ, well, prior to
You
having
DJ'd
a chick
a lot
or
of
whatever.
strip clubs,
yeah.
too.
True.
Yeah,
And then you do
boy.
day shifts?
I had a couple days.
Yeah. You ain't walking out with nothing higher than a 5 there.
Come
No, that.
on. We got Dan, and Dan has a question for you. You got the floor.
All right, Mark, since you're so against calling a guy, handsome, I want you to name 3 men who you find gorgeous.
Oh.
Not good looking, gorgeous.
No, gorgeous, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, you guys do a real good job filtering these calls, huh?
Hey, that was this morning's conversation. Y'all were really adamant about not calling a dude good looking or whatever. You can't admit it. So are there 3 people out there that you deem as gorgeous?
It's impossible for me to answer that question.
Why is that impossible?
I just don't find men gorgeous. There's just no way. I have to plead the 5th on that because I
a
can't
gorgeous
answer.
man? Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's what you're pleading?
Yeah.
So you really?
Yeah,
You really?
I'm
Because
gonna
when
plead
I
the 5th
hit
on
it, you don't get it back.
No, yeah, I'm good on that.
I plead the 5th. I plead the 5th. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow. You can't?
Yeah, because I mean, if I were to answer it, it'd be a lie. So I don't find men attractive. There's
Yes,
just no way.
you've talked about that
But
on air before.
he used the word.
Who's that country singer, Blake Shelton, and he wasn't on the cover
Oh,
of The
I
Sexiest
just-
Man
I
Alive,
said,
and you were like,
yeah, he's a good-looking dude, but he's not gorgeous. There's a
Well, I mean,
difference
because
there.
Blake Shelton looks like Blake Shelton. But I'm saying, what's the other dude? Blake Griffin? Maybe, but Blake Carrington? Somebody that looks good. A gorgeous
I'm
man?
good.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
He can't do
Can
that.
you name a gorgeous man?
Bradley Cooper is a good-looking guy.
Would you really consider him gorgeous, though,
Bradley
Buck?
Cooper?
Yeah,
I
he's
would.
really good
I mean,
looking.
Yeah, he's a good-looking dude.
But good-looking and gorgeous are 2 different things.
I
Michael
don't
B.
think so.
Jordan.
Michael B. Jordan, a lot of ladies would agree with that. Shamar Moore. Shamar Moore is a gorgeous man. I
I'm
don't
right
give a
here
damn.
with you, Mark.
All right, thank
I
you,
ain't
Davi.
with you, homie. I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
even say anybody's
I was
gorgeous.
sitting here
That's crossing the line.
he gonna boomerang this back at us. I'm like, who else? Who else I got? I'm like, I got Shamar Moore. I got
Idris Elba.
I'm like, yeah. I was more thinking the dude. What's the dude that was on One Tree Hill?
Oh, it's, I forget his name.
Chad Michael Murray.
I know, yeah, blonde hair
ladies
dude.
used to like him too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now you just naming people that just like randoms.
No.
That's not random.
Orlando got a
Michael
whole
Murray.
sack full of men you think are gorgeous, huh?
Jason Momoa.
Yeah,
You know
maybe
what I'm
when you're-
saying?
You got a long list over
Yeah,
there.
right. You've been waiting on this one, haven't you?
Anybody else?
That dude that was on the drug episode of Miami Vice. He played Calderon.
Oh man.
No, I mean, I don't know.
But
All right,
he's
okay.
right. At least he can name it, Mark.
Yeah,
I mean, come
man,
on.
whatever.
All right.
I got a good question for you.
All right, what you got?
Have you ever hooked up with a chick and you thought you were just going to put it down on her, but she actually made you lose what was going on at the time a little too quickly?
Oh,
If so,
She put it on you.
yeah.
if
oh.
so, when was the last time you had it lost too soon?
You had it put on you.
Oh, within the last few months. Yeah.
Do you
It
does that make
happens
you
occasionally.
scared of them next time, or do
No,
you take it as a challenge?
it's a challenge. I mean, if I'm really, really attracted to somebody and we're maybe hooking up for the first time, or just very into you, yo, sometimes the game doesn't last long.
That's an emotional thing.
But then you
though.
go to like round 2, and
Right.
then everything's better.
That's
you
an
know?
emotional thing because if you feel somebody really like, it's almost like Meredith with cooking. You know how she's really into cooking?
Mm-hmm.
If you eat her meal and you love it, like she's happy.
For
So,
sure,
If
100%.
somebody's showing you that love, like, oh my God, you the best.
I'll be really honest with you. There was somebody who I was kind of hooking up with like for the last few months. Like it happened more than once.
How
It just
often?
would
You
happen.
just sending off fireworks
Yo,
everywhere.
Done. Game over. Give me about 15 minutes.
Was it good for you? It was good for me.
I really don't care if it's good for you. It's good
All
for
right.
me.
Okay, so you don't have a pass left. You
No.
still got your boomerang here.
Yeah.
Mark, when was the last time you got so pissed off at work so bad that you almost quit
Ooh.
and you never told anyone? What happened?
I don't think I've ever almost quit, but we had a situation where it was me and Orlando. Orlando's the boss. And
They always have to preface it.
no, there was yeah. And like I get it from your end. And then it was somebody was in town that you wanted on the show or you thought that we should have had them. And on my end, I just didn't think that they were worthy. And me and you got into it. And then we had a talk in your office about it and cleared everything up. But that was probably when I was the most upset here at Wild, for sure. Yeah.
About guests.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember who it was though now, but it was somebody.
Years ago?
Yeah, it was like
It was Ice Cube.
3
Ice
years
Cube
ago.
Ice Cube was in town. And I was like, yo, why we didn't talk to Ice Cube? I'm like, why don't you know Ice Cube's in town?
Yeah,
I'm like, you
that's-
do produce the show. You do know that, right?
But yeah,
Like,
that was-
I'm not supposed to know, but you're supposed to know.
Yeah, but that was probably like
That was
Yeah.
our meeting, so y'all have all just joined our
Yeah.
meeting. by the way.
There
but,
you go.
yeah. So that was it.
That was it. All right, well, we are. That's 3.
That's
Mm-hmm.
it.
That is
That's all of
3.
them.
All right.
I need to boomerang something back here though. So
Getting it on too
real quick.
quickly.
I don't know if you can answer this. I guess you can. Davi in Orlando. When is the last time that you somebody got you too excited and it was over really quick?
Oh, that's any time. with me.
Okay.
I told you if the lights are on, it's a possibility. If you too vocal, it's a possibility.
But when was the last time? How long ago?
Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I would say probably about 4 or 5 months ago.
All right.
About 4 months ago.
Okay.
Where it was just
Davi.
like, where it was like, oh, this is ready for a 15-round fight. Oh my God, Tyson has knocked him out early.
I'm not sure exactly the last time, but there's one time that like really sticks in my head. I swear on everything, this is a true story. So there was this girl, and I had like really wanted to hook up with her, and I think she was a little older than me, and I think now looking back on it, I think I was like a little bit intimidated. So I went in there like trying to knock it out the park, right? This is embarrassing. I don't think I've ever even told anybody this.
Okay, do tell.
So we started and it was over really quickly, and I was really embarrassed. No, I faked a back injury. I said I pulled, so I was like, get off of me. I left like pretended
Hey, your back was pulled?
that my back was like pulled. Like I
need
pulled
some
a
icy hot,
muscle.
baby?
No, I'm good. I'm just gonna go home.
Did you blame her?
Yeah, no, I didn't blame her, but I just blamed my
But
back.
I gotta ask this though. Did she know that you like?
I don't think so. I got
Okay.
her. I was like, get off me, get off me, my back. I left in like 30 seconds flat after that.
Dang.
Wow.
That's disappointing.
Yeah.
Man, you
Oh,
put
it
on
was
your
very
pants so
disappointing.
fast with a
Yeah.
hurt back.
And I never got another shot
Oh.
at it. No.
Did you try at least to see her
Oh,
again?
I was pretty embarrassed. So I don't know how hard I tried.
Wow.
Damn,
Davi.
I know.
Jeez,
Oh,
all
man.
right.
You got a week back? How long you had a week back? Since about a week back. Ah! Damn. All right, Meredith. I guess you. Nah.
I mean, it's never really.
It's not
been an
really a
issue.
good. It's not really a good answer.
No.
For you. I mean, you a chick. Like, what are you gonna say? Anthony had on this cool water cologne and it had me going. All right, well that's officially a wrap. Plead the fifth is done.
Yes.